Welcome to Radically Loved Radio. I am your host, Rosie Acosta, yoga teacher and teacher trainer, mindfulness coach, speaker, and creative writer. I am also the founder of radicallylove.com, a website where you can go for more information about yoga, mindfulness, meditation, and lifestyle advice. On this podcast, we talk to people within our health and wellness community that are creating content through the ritualistic practice of yoga, meditation, or overall mindful living. We hope to create value in your life so that you can achieve your highest potential and live a radically loved life. To stay in touch with us, just follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Rosie Acosta and on Facebook at Radically Loved Rosie. You can sign up for our newsletter on radicallylove.com to stay up to date on future workshops, retreats, and latest podcasts. A quick message from our sponsor. If you're looking for a nutrient system that truly embraces and complements the mind-body balance in a holistic, nurturing way, then wellness kits from E-RYT are your natural answer. They're created with the help of naturopathic and Ayurvedic practitioners committed to the healing tradition's mantra of purity and harmony. These top-quality ingredients are hand-picked and refined in a way that preserves utmost quality and potency. Discover a wide range of formulas that deliver essential fatty acids, herbs, probiotic strains, and enzymes to help support your health and wellness needs. Whether you're looking for a natural detox support, a gentle digestive aid, soothing probiotics, or a formula dense in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, you can be assured you're getting only the best natural healing remedies for your body. Go to youveda.com, that's YOUVEDA.com, and enter the promo code ROSIE, ROSIE, for a special discount on your first purchase. Hey guys, so I received an email from a listener who was inquiring about how to stay focused on her own self-improvement. I think this comes on the heels of the last podcast I recorded about basically staying in your own lane, and I think it's actually something really important, especially when you're not really surrounded by people that are supporting your own growth or your own self-development. Right? So even if your life is going well, there's always room for more focus, especially with things that are built to create distractions in our lives. So I thought I'd share just some easy tips as usual to just allow you to focus more on your own self-development. So the first thing that I want you to think about is to imagine what you want your life to be like. So the best place to start on the journey to your own self-development is envisioning your future self. What does this person look like? What does their life look like? Is it that different than the life you're living now? And if so, really allow yourself to be in that space. Think about what you want your life to look like. The second is to just focus on the areas that need improvement. I mean, there's so many areas that if we really stop to think about, we can put our energy and focus into. If you feel like you don't have anything to work for, like if you don't have any goals, let's just say, why don't we look at the areas in your life that pretty much everybody needs to work on? So health, relationships, finances, career, spirituality. Looking at your spiritual path doesn't necessarily mean you have to adapt to a single dogma or a single way of being. It just means that you should focus on making yourself happy or focus on your own ability to love yourself. The third thing is keep your priorities straight. This is one that always becomes a little bit of a challenge for me because I want to be able to do everything. What is on your priority? Ask yourself, what is truly important in this moment? Like, what do you need to do to get back on track, especially if you fall off? I'm a big fan of hitting the reset button. Sometimes I need to hit the reset button a couple of times a day in order for me to feel like, okay, let's refocus. So make changes in how you spend your time so that you can keep allowing that energy to refocus on what is truly important. The next thing on the list is to take care of yourself. So if you're constantly putting everybody else first, who's taking care of you? This is something so key on keeping you focused, because here's the deal, and I've talked about this before. If you're too busy looking at what everybody else is doing, if you spend hours on social media, if you spend hours looking at what somebody else's template is, you're not really taking care of yourself. You're playing the comparison game. Is that really how you want to be spending your time? I think your time is better suited, focused on your own health and your own well-being if you spend some time meditating or go for a walk or a jog or go take a class. It's important to be able to take care of yourself. The last thing that I want to share is make time to journal. I know that you hear this several times everywhere you look, but in order to improve yourself, you really need to be in touch with what's going on in your mind. I would say meditation should be first and foremost anything that you do before any of these steps, but really allowing yourself to routinely write just to get to know what makes you feel happy really makes a huge difference. So if you allow yourself to, instead of focusing on everything else that's happening, sit down, write down what you're most clear about, the things that you want to create in your life. That really allows you to establish a more grounded emotional state of well-being. I hope this helps. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast and for being a part of this community. And always, if there's any way that I or this community can support you, don't ever hesitate to ask. Thanks for listening. Hey listeners, we need your support. Help us by subscribing and rating to this podcast. Send us a snapshot of your review or comment, and we will send you a very special Radically Loved gift. Send your comment to info@radicallyloved.com. You can also click on the show notes here on this podcast for more information. If you want to be part of our community, please click the link to our private Facebook group on the show notes of this particular podcast so you can be the first to hear of upcoming trainings, retreats, and special Radically Loved events. Thanks so much for listening. Do you want to go on an epic yoga adventure? I do. In fact, I do all the time. When do I not want to go on an epic yoga adventure? And this fall, in an attempt to see the Northern Lights, we will go to Iceland into a journey through the chakras. It's going to be fun. If you're curious, you can email me at rosie@radicallyloved.com or go to the show notes and click the links to each of the retreats, or you can go to radicallyloved.com. See you soon. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I am so excited to continue to do this. Please share this with your friends. Email us, message us on Instagram at Rosie Acosta or on Twitter at Rosie Acosta. Subscribe on iTunes, write a review. We love doing this, so please help us continue to keep this podcast going. Thanks for listening.